Some of you are looking for some tried and true solid methods to make gold in this mess of FOMO going on right now. I have an answer for you right here. All you need is tailoring and enchanting. You can do this on your main, or you can even do this on an alt and still make really good gold. What's going on, everybody? Wild Time here with another World of Warcraft video. Today we're going to talk about how to make money by disenchanting items that you craft yourself with tailoring. Now, this is an old method that has been around for a long time that goes up and it goes down with profitability, but right now it's doing pretty well. I'm going to share with you exactly what I do with my scrub build and my knowledge points. So I even messed up and I'm still making good gold with this, and show you just how I am doing with it. Before we do that though, I'd like to thank everybody that is a subscriber. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so if you like World of Warcraft content, specifically gold making, some Mythic Plus, and whatever else the game has to offer. I'd like to thank all of the channel members who are listed right up at the top here. Really appreciate that. It does take time for content creators to make videos and to put out content. So if you are interested in supporting the channel by being a channel member, you do get perks. You can check those out by hitting the join button down below. Or if you'd just like to donate for a one-time thing, you can always do a super thanks, and that is very much appreciated. This, however, is completely free, so let's get right into it. What are we going to be doing? We're going to be disenchanting cloth bracers that we make. Why bracers? Because they're like the cheapest thing to make, right? And cloth has dropped astronomically, and it is basically like going for nothing, the basic cloth that we need here. And the disenchanting is going to be something you can do right out of the gate, all right? So you don't need any certain levels necessarily, or not any high ones really, to do what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to run you right through this process. Let's take a look first at my knowledge tree. And you can see sort of how I've made some mistakes trying to figure out what I want to do and how I want to do it. So at the least, you're going to need tailoring, and you're going to need to be able to make these cloth bands right here. You learn these pretty early on. Now, just through making these and some other things, I'm going to be crafting these at a 316 level, so I don't really have much experience with what the crafting gives back if it goes under that, because this is what it kicked out for me pretty early on in leveling tailoring. As far as specializations for tailoring go, I don't really have anything that's going to apply to us here, so this isn't too really important. But when we go over to enchanting though, this is going to be sort of important, right? So you're going to want to get 10 points in inside of the blue right here, and then you're going to want to put all of your points into Draconic Disenchantment. All right, if you're going to be doing this kind of shuffle. Now, as you can tell, I have 10 points here, and then I don't have any points here. So we're going to look at the profit with just this basic scrub setup. But keep in mind, this gets more profitable the more you put into here, especially when you get up to this point here, when you're 20 points in, because you can learn how to better disenchant armor and profession equipment, gaining a small chance to acquire additional vibrant shards. So this is really where you want to get to, I think. I'm not here yet, but I can see this being a huge impact in what we're going to talk about. Okay, let's run through it step by step here. The first thing we're going to need to do is go to our tailoring, and we're going to have to look at this, what we need here. Now, we're going to need 4 wilder cloth, and we're going to need 4 spools of wilder thread. Now, the wilder thread is pretty easy to come by. It's pretty easy to craft. You can buy it, and typically it's going to cost about 2 to 3 gold right now, at least on NA. And keep in mind, these are all prices right now. This could change, and it very likely will, depending on when you're watching this video. So pay attention to the method, not necessarily the actual pricing, because that could change. But you could get these tattered wilder cloths, which cost like 20 silver, and then you make 5 of them into one of these. So boom, there you go. They're about 1 gold if you craft them yourself. Now, if you want to save time or whatever, you know, you could buy them and pay a little bit more. And then the wilder cloth, right now at least, it is sitting at 4 gold. And you see it goes to 4.6, 4.7. And for the amount that we're going to get here, we're going to be not past anywhere out of the 4s. So per craft, we're looking at 4 times 4, which is roughly 16, plus we'll say a gold each for these. This is about 20 gold each to craft these. Now, what we're going to do for this video, we're just going to craft 50 of them, and we're going to see how that works and what the profit's going to be after that. So let's get the materials and craft 50 of these things and then start disenchanting them. Okay, we've got 50 of these here, and it is worth mentioning that it did take us 3 minutes and 5 seconds to craft 50 of these. Now, if you are spec'd into something in tailoring that can cause that to go down, like to craft things faster, then obviously over time this will help you out a little bit. And it's also worth mentioning that I do have some basic sort of level equipment here and accessories for tailoring. Now let's go ahead and disenchant all these. I'll start the timer so we can see how long it takes us all together to do this 50 of a testing to see how much gold we're actually going to get back. Okay, so I had to reset the timer because I had to reload because I couldn't disenchant because there are a lot of add-ons that aren't all the way up to par yet. So I had to restart. So it took me about 2 minutes to disenchant all of those. So altogether it's about 5 to 6 minutes. I think 5 to 6 minutes is a safe bet. We'll do 6 just to be on the safe side. And enchanting isn't like a lot of other professions to where you can just hit like craft all and then it'll do it. You actually have to click each time to disenchant. So it's helpful to take the disenchant button right here, and you can drag this actually somewhere on your action bar. Like I put mine down here and it's the G button, so I just hit G and then disenchant, G and then click to disenchant, and that's the fastest way I've really found how to do it. Let's take a look at what we got. 32 vibrant shards and 48 chromatic dusts. Now we made 50 bracers at 20 gold each, so that's around 1,000 gold. Let's see on the auction house what we're actually going to get back from these sales. So let's list our chromatic dust here, and I'll keep my calculator right here for you all, and you can add it in your head if you'd like. So we're going to sell all these for 250 gold at 5 gold, 21 silver each. So we're going to list those, and then here's the money maker right here. Okay, 2,047. So we're going to add 2,047, and that's going to give us 2,297. But I know some of y'all got big brains out there, so we're going to have to minus the 5% because that's what the auction house is actually going to take. So that's going to leave us with 2,182 gold. Now, we minus that from the 1,000 we spent, and that is 1,182 gold profit. Okay? Now that took us 6 minutes to do, right? We're going to say 6 minutes to be on the conservative side. So we take that, and how many 6-minute segments are in an hour? There's 10, right? So we'll take that times 10, and that's 11,821 gold per hour. You get that down to crafting everything and splitting it all up into 5 minutes, then you're looking at a little bit more, maybe about around 14,000 gold per hour. Now, that's not the biggest shuffle you can be doing, right? That's not the best gold per hour, but that is a method to make some solid gold. And like I said, if you get your points into the disenchanting skill tree, then this is really going to be a lot better of a farm. So go out there, get your profession knowledge, or if you have an alt sitting around that you can't farm a lot of profession knowledge on, this would be a good thing to do because it's easy. You don't need a lot of upfront stuff to do it, and maybe you're just bored, or maybe you want to just relax for a little bit, and this is something you like doing. There's another option for you to make some pretty decent gold. So I hope this helps somebody. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how it's working for you. Let me know if you are making a lot more than this doing this shuffle, because I feel like with the skill points you really can be. Let me know. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Have fun playing the game. And until next time, I'll catch you all later.